Welcome to the Bionic Pets video series of How to Do What We Do. This step-by-step series shows loving pet owners worldwide who can't come to us how to cast and fit orthotic and prosthetics for their pets. Bionic Pets offers a wide variety of colors for your custom device. Please indicate your color choice on the order form. The materials included in your casting kit are as follows: an order form, casting instructions, fiberglass casting tape, a cut strip, a pair of gloves, a stockinette, a clever cutter, and a pair of scissors. Hi, I'm Derek from Bionic Pets, and this is Petey, a German Shepherd with a congenital limb deformity. We're going to be doing a casting procedure for a hind limb prosthesis. First, you're going to take your stocking that comes in the casting kit, and we're going to make sure we get this high up on the leg. You want to go at least to the knee, if not higher, just to make sure we don't get any fur stuck in the casting material. Then you're going to don your gloves. All right, once you get your gloves on, you're going to take your flexible fiberglass material that comes along with the casting kit. For P size, I would say 1 3-inch roll would be sufficient. Once you tear that open, you need to move quickly. I'm going to dip this in the water for about 5 seconds. You also get a cut strip in the casting kit. We're going to apply this to the cranial or front side of the leg. And you want to make sure that the cut strip doesn't go all the way to the end of the stump. I want to leave about 1 inch from the end. I'm going to start rolling this just above the hock. And the reason I do that is I want to lock this so if Petey moves, it's on there securely. And then I'm going to work my way down and around the leg. And then the way I like to encapsulate the distal end of the stump is to do a longitudinal wrap. So I go around above the hock and down over the end. I go and do this about 2 wraps. And then I'll go back down and wrap around like so. And that'll give a nice impression of the bottom of the stump. Then I'll basically use the rest of the roll to go up high onto the rest of the leg. You don't need to cross into the knee for this type of amputation level. But the higher you go, the better. Then I have anatomical landmarks to know where to trim the plastic. As I'm wrapping, I'm also trying to prevent any hair or fur from getting entangled in the casting material. Otherwise, the dog will not like it too much. We're going to let that sit for 2 to 3 minutes. You also want to keep in mind the angle of the leg. I like to have about a 45 to 60 degree angle in a rear limb, like so. I also like to rub my hands over the casting material. That'll ensure that it sets up correctly and doesn't separate when you take the cast off. For a rear limb amputee, you want to make sure you have at least to the level of the hock, if not lower. If it's any higher than the level of the hock, they're not a candidate. And it really depends. If it's right at the level of the hock, they may not be a candidate. It just depends on how bulbous the distal end of the stump looks. But that's kind of basically where your candidacy level starts, is right about there, down. If it's any higher, you need to do either a full limb prosthesis, which we can't do for a rear limb, only front legs, or a cart. All right, we're ready to take this off. So you want to take your little clever cutter, and before you cut, you want to make sure you know where the cut strip is. So I like to put a line on the cast. And then we go right down the line. And you're going to remove your cut strip if you get all the way through. There you go. And from there, we can just pull off the cast. And then make sure at the end you write the dog's name or animal's name, Petey, and which leg it is. And make sure to fill out the order form provided in the box with the cast and ship it back to us at Bionic Pets. And that's how you cast for a rear limb prosthesis. In order to get the proper height measurement for the opposite leg, I like to measure from the point of the hock straight down to the floor on the good leg. So what you'll want to do is find that hock right at the point of it. You go straight down, and you're going to put that on your order form, and that'll tell me how high to build up the prosthetic leg on the one that I built. And from that's the only measurement you need. Just apply that to the order form, and we'll get the correct height.